Hi there, welcome back to Enjoying School at Home. I'm Robin and I have 4 kids, 6 and under. Today I'm excited to share with you how we are doing Advent in our home with all the little ones without overcommitting or creating an overwhelming amount of Christmas mom work. Okay, so Christmas can become overwhelming and daunting for moms. How do we instill a loving anticipation for Christ's birth in the Christmas season with our children without it becoming too much for us and just burning out at the end of the day? Remember, take it, try it, toss it. If you find something you like, please take it and try it. If it's not for you, toss it, don't worry about it, and we'll try again next time. Okay, the first thing that we're doing in our home, and we've actually done it for a few years, the first thing I'm going to mention is our Melissa and Doug Adventry. This is something we do every evening with Dad, and we take turns, so they rotate, and Dad actually keeps up with whose turn it is each night to pick out the ornament, and they're just little magnetic ornaments. You can buy them at Amazon. I saw them in my local grocery store 2 days ago. They're pretty popular. But we also use a Advent scripture list from Pinterest. It looks like this. And we read one verse because remember, my kids are itty bitty, and so this is really more to get your little ones engaged. Your toddlers can be involved as they can pick out an ornament. We read one scripture verse and they get to pick out one ornament for the tree as we count down the days to December 25th. Another one that is new this year is a Christmas Carols Devotions Advent. And it's not every single day. There's 15 Christmas Carol devotions in it, but the book is The Stories Behind the Music, Christmas Carol Devotions, and Activities for Your Family by Luke and Tricia Gilkerson. And I really love this book. There is a section on the history behind each song. There is scripture to read out of the Bible with an explanation and devotion on the scripture, and then a prayer as well as some questions. So I've enjoyed doing these little devotions because one of the first songs is, O come, Emmanuel. And so since I have a 6-year-old and a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old, they're saying the word Emmanuel, and we're talking about what does Emmanuel mean, and God with us. Okay, so the Christmas Scripture Advent tree, the Melissa and Doug tree that we do with Scripture, and the Christmas Carol devotions really are all about the story of the birth of Jesus and the angels, the shepherds. But we also want to spend family time together. So we are doing a Christmas book that we picked out together this year for a family read aloud. And that is The Best Worst Christmas Pageant Ever by Barbara Robinson. This is really fun because my first grader and my kindergartner are in a Christmas program for school. And so getting to read this book while they also have their own Christmas program that they're preparing for is exciting. The next one is a Christmas books book basket. So there are all over Pinterest where you take 25 Christmas books and you wrap them up and you get to open a new book every night. That is wonderful and beautiful. I have several children and I'm expecting my 5th child after the Christmas holiday season. So I also detest wrapping. So I am not about to wrap 25 books. But I did consider it a mom win to get all of our Christmas books put into one basket, and we can go over to the book basket. It's on the bookcase in the living room, and choose a Christmas book for us to read in the evenings when we are either doing read alouds for my older kids and they can read aloud to the younger kids, or just cuddling on the couch and want to pick out a Christmas book. Some books that I have in there are Mr. Willoughby's Christmas Tree, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Polar Express, The Legend of the Candy Cane, Frosty the Snowman is in there, God Gave Us Christmas, Room for a Little One, a whole list. If you'd like a more extensive list of all the books I have in there, please message me and I will be happy to get that for you. In addition to the Christmas Carol devotions and Scripture Advent, which focus more on the story of the birth of Jesus, and family time with read-alouds and our Christmas book baskets, we also want to make sure that we are teaching our little ones the importance of thinking of others giving to others and praying for others during this season. So some of the ways we do that is by making handmade Christmas cards. You can get coloring pages, or you can even buy specific coloring Christmas cards if you look online. And my kids get really into that. We add glitter or stickers, and they have a lot of fun doing this. And then we also take our children to the store to pick out toys to give away to participate in Toys for Tots drives or building a shoebox with Samaritan's Purse. And we really believe in teaching them to be good givers, and this is some of the ways that we include them and incorporate them as we focus on the greatest gift of all, which was God giving us Jesus. And that's a lot of the language that we use in our home surrounding the Christmas story. And then the last thing I want to mention, this is also something new this year, is we started praying for others. As we want to be good givers and thinking about others, we are praying for others at the dinner table when we get their Christmas cards. And this is such an easy thing to do because we just make sure the Christmas card is on the table, and it's not a ton of extra work for mom, but it's really putting our hearts and minds towards others as well. But if you're wondering, how do I implement this? How do I start this in my home if I'm already super busy? Two ways. One is to delegate, and another is to attach it to something else. So you can delegate any of these activities to dad, to a grandparent on the weekends, dad in the evenings, or even an older child. So that is what I've done with some of these things. The Christmas Adventry with their scripture is a dad activity, and they look forward to doing this with dad every evening. Another one is to attach it to something else. So dinner is not something, for example, dinner is not something in my house that my kids are going to miss. So it's really easy to attach the praying for our Christmas cards that come in the mail at dinner. Real easy. It's already a part of our daily routine. Another activity that is attached to something in our daily routine is the scripture, and that is something that's attached to our bedtime routine. So they do it with dad right before they're sent off to go brush their teeth and go potty and get ready for bed, so we're not likely to miss that either. Now, of course, we do lots of other Christmas activities, from Christmas songs to Christmas movies, baking cookies, and going to see Christmas lights. But these more Advent-like activities are the more intentional times spent with my kids to really help them think about what Christmas is all about and make sure their compass of their hearts are pointing in the right direction, in the direction we want them to be, such as the amazing gift and birth of Jesus through our Adventry and our carol devotions, the family time and treasuring time together as a family with our book basket and family read aloud, and then also making sure that we are giving to others through handmade items and cards and praying for others as well. I hope you enjoyed this video and found something you like for your own family. Please subscribe for more Enjoying School at Home videos, and thank you for watching.